Hello everyone! I just wanted to take a minute and share with you guys my rat box prop that we had in our walkthrough maze last year. This was an awesome and really fun prop because while people were visually staring down the hallway, it was a dark hallway, they saw these little eyes beating back at them. And when they walked closer to it, I think they were looking at the box, maybe expecting something around the corner. And we had an ankle tickler, and the closer that they got to it, it felt like little rat tails, like whipping at your ankles. And the gag worked really good because that's the first real gag that you got going into our maze, and it worked really well. The story behind the rat box is Christopher and I, we were going through a bunch of wood that a house was being remodeled, and they had all this wood, and so we were getting some scrap wood from stuff, and I saw this grate, and I go, wow, that's cool, it's all rusted up and everything, and I said, Chris, let's take this, maybe we can use it in some of our Halloween stuff. And just about that time that we had pulled it, that movie Don't Be Afraid of the Dark came out with all the little rat-like creatures and their little beady eyes going through a grate, and I said, how cool would it be if we put something like that in our haunt? And then Christopher, genius, he goes, yeah, and I'll make an ankle tickler with one of our air cannons. And I was like, oh god, this is going to be so awesome. So this is basically how we did it. I just got, we used to have those big speakers, and Christopher had made some boxes to put them up in our guest house for a workout and stuff. So we took the box down and I painted it black, and we just set a couple blocks up, and then we put a motor. It's the same motor that we use in our breathing grave prop. We put a cap over it, a piece of wood, and then we just put a little wood, I don't know, a thing to spin around. We just cut it up and screwed it to it, and turns on, and it just spins around and around. We have some bright white LED lights that we put on, and I did 4 sets of eyes. It's real ghetto. You just taped it up, and we put some blue painter's tape over it because the white was just so bright, and I go, I don't know, really like that. So we put some of that blue painter's tape over it, Sharpied little circles around it. Super easy, but the effect looks really, really good when it's all said and done. Then we just put the grate top over it and screwed it in there, and since it was already pretty rusted, it looked fantastic. And since it was going in our maze, I didn't really have to do anything to it. And so then in our maze, we put it all the way down in the hallway in the corner, so it was really dark in there and you couldn't really see a lot. I hung some strings so people were getting that string cobwebby effect when they came in. And then we put it down in the bottom, and we put burlap over it because that's what we made all of our walls out of this year, was burlap, and then we just painted it. So that's what the little staples on the side were for. But then we just cobwebbed it up with a glue gun cobweb, and everything worked out pretty awesome, I would say. So that's basically it. Just a wood box, a little motor, spins around, and it makes the eyes look like they're beating. We just put some gaff tape to stick the LED lights up. It's pretty simple, but a great effect all in all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little run through of this prop, and I'll talk to you guys soon.